the idea to create a musical around ABBA's songs.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know when.
I felt that their music was very theatrical, as if they had written a musical already.
Look at me now, will I ever learn?
I thought it would make a great movie if you could capture the tone of what it did live on stage.
Even while we were making the stage show, we imagined what it might be like as a film.
Many people, after we opened in London and on Broadway, express interest in making a film. But we wanted to continue opening the shows, and I wanted to protect Mamma Mia, and so I was never going to part with the film rights as such.
I think about 1.5 years ago or so, we said, yeah, maybe it's time, let's do it.
I thought, well, this shouldn't be too difficult, should it? I mean, I've written it once. I know how the plot goes.
I feel like there's a part of me missing. And when I meet my dad, it will all fall into place.
Cut!
The original Dynamos were Judy Kramer, Katherine Johnson, and Phillida Lloyd. We felt that it was really important to keep that trio together because they were the keepers of the flame of Mamma Mia, the stage show.
The fact that it's created by 3 women makes a difference in every single aspect of the piece. For instance, a woman my age has 3 potential fathers for her child. Colin Firth, Stellan Skarsgård, and Pierce Brosnan. So right away, the thing is like a complete fantasy, If
I had a little money, it's a rich man's world.
This film is written, produced, and directed and designed by women, which means that we 3 men, we are the bimbos in the film.
Hen party. Women only.
Wait till they get a load of us in our little sparkly suits. My God.
Being a man on this production makes you understand how women usually feel. Totally objectified.
It could seem like a chick flick, except I can assure you that the guys on this movie say this is the most fun they've ever had.
Try not to hog the shot, guys.
We're having a bloody great time. This is one of the best jobs ever.
When you're gone,
Though I try, how can I carry on?
I think I should have done musicals sooner in life, but there's still time.
How'd it go on your side? My side was a little rocky.
It was a bit rocky for me there, woman. It was a wee bit rocky.
This is probably the most thoroughly brought to you by women, package that I've ever been involved with.
Now, some of that was unnecessary.
I mean, I know and I feel the songs are good, but without this intelligent, witty way that they're put together, and those 3 gals, Katherine and Phillida and Judy, I mean, this would not have happened.
And we used to joke that those characters were based on ourselves. This is how I think of it. Judy's Tanya, and Phillida and I always have a slight thing about Donna and Rosie. I think we started off where Phillida wanted to be Rosie, and I kind of was Donna because of the whole sort of being the mother kind of thing.
I think it's slightly unfair that I always get, the high-maintenance one just because I buy a lot of clothes, but I think there is a little of Catherine, Phillida and I in Donna, Tanya and
But we've started to swap around a bit over the years because now Phillida's got a bit more high maintenance than she used to be.
In fact, we've all become more high maintenance and less intelligent.
Works for us.
We're doing all right on it, though.
Phillida Lloyd is doing a fantastic job. Some people would say first-time director. She's not a first-time director at all. She's directed a lot of great stage work.
In the theatre, things begin rather calmly and escalate to that very high stress level as you're about to open a show. This felt like a traumatic opening night of a theatre play every single day. for 80 days. That stress was horrible.
The thing about Phillida is that she really has cojones is the only word that I can think of. This is so complicated. Huge cast, different locations, special effects. And I've seen many, many men brought to their knees by things that she just says, well, that's not a problem. You know, she just goes right straight through it.
It doesn't seem to be exactly calming down, does it?
No, it's not. No, and it won't.
I don't know if she cries all night when she gets home, but on the set, she never gets upset. There's no drama around her. It's always just slowly and methodically working her way towards what she wants, and she doesn't give up until she gets it.
It seemed right to collaborate with Phillida. We kind of know each other's strengths and weaknesses.
You completely trust that she has thought absolutely every moment through.
So when I say action, you kind of run to halfway to the rock and stop and speak. And Amanda's by then at the rock and she turns around. So just as an experiment, action.
To get what was absolutely at the heart of Mamma Mia onto the screen, we needed the original team. And working with Martin Lowe, the musical director, was just absolutely amazing.
1, 2, 3.
Tonight the super trooper lights are gonna find me.
My job was to teach the entire company the music. And when you think of the ABBA songs, the backing vocals are often the sound that defines the songs. So I taught all the ensemble the backing vocals. I worked with all the principals on the lead vocals.
Don't be hanging on to them. Yeah. Because everything is new. And everything is you.
We always used to say that the music was the star of the show, but now we have to eat our words with such an incredible cast.
All our actors sang their butts off. The energy between them and Benny was just fantastic. And in the studio, they really delivered. So it became no stunt singing. Everybody sings all their own stuff.
When you're gone, how I try, how can I carry on? And that's why we're looking this way. For months, I just listened to ABBA day in and day out, driving the kids to school. I can still recall all the last summer.
I was on fast forward to learn music and to put it into my voice, because it's never just learning notes. It's about making it sit comfortably in your voice. And the voice is a muscle. It's like you don't go out and just dance a big dance without rehearsing. It's the same with singing.
Dance with your honey, if you think it's funny, does your model know that you're out?
Well, I think what was great for the music department was everybody supported Benny in his desire that the actors should sing and do their own singing.
Absolutely wonderful. Let's do one more when you stand there with that energy. Now we're into the rock and roll world.
And having worked on the stage show, I know what's required of actors in order to get through these parts. And I say get through the parts, it's not that. You've got to deliver them with a certain kind of panache and skill, because getting through these songs isn't good enough.
We can't see your lips move, so it looks like you're not saying the word Waterloo. We do once more and then we'll move on.
The hardest thing I found is to try and capture the energy that the track has with what they're doing is lip syncing to their track. There is a resistance to opening one's mouth too wide.
To be clear, this doesn't cut it.
Doesn't cut it, guys. Lay all your... You've got to commit to it. Let's go one more time. Playback. Go, 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 go! I try and encourage actors to be brave, but it's scary for them. It's really scary, because they're very exposed.
We're now in August. We started workshopping this number in January.
Here we go!
5, 6, 7, go!
1, 2, 3, 4,
tomorrow's it's always better. And somehow the body learns it overnight. Here we go.
Anthony Van Laas, the choreographer, was an absolute rock throughout.
Your story is you're coming into her and she goes, kick, take it easy.
Of all the shows I've choreographed, Mamma Mia was possibly the hardest show I'd ever worked on.
For safety, always have your hands here so that if she ever did keep going, then you'll always know where the kick is.
It's not thought of as being a hugely choreographed show, but in fact, every bit of what appears to be improvised, free, spontaneous movement actually is really thought out and developed and takes the story forward.
Tonight the points, trooper, points are gonna find me marching like the sun. Yeah, woo! Aren't they good?
Yeah, stop. After that, some of you can still leave your hands up on the marching, so all the hands just don't drop down. Right, same again, please.
Tonight the super trooper, lights are gonna light me, shining like the sun, smiling, having fun, feeling like a number one.
A lot of stage musicals have really struggled to find a reason, I think, to be on the screen. You know, musicals that are set in theatres or set in offices. But for us, we were already on a beautiful island.
The feeling was that it might all be done in Greece, but when you start looking at weather conditions and the fact we had quite a few large dance numbers, we decided that we would build a taverna set on stage.
So we're in the 007 stage, which is the biggest stage in Europe, certainly.
Maria Djokovic, who was our production designer, is another personality whose stamp on this is going to be remarkable.
What we're saying is there's this complex of buildings on top of a hill, and everything on top of that hill you see here in the studio, and everything at the bottom of the hill is in Greece.
We did shoot some numbers in Greece. Winner Takes It All, Does Your Mother Know, Lay All Your Love.
Here we're up on the main terrace. All these buildings have interiors and exteriors to them. Kitchen in the basement, and the boys who work here live upstairs. And then there's something that we call the old goat house, where it's a kind of garagey space.
I don't want to seem ungrateful for the scenic tour, but might I be shown my room now?
Well, don't hold your breath, Harry, but I think this is your room.
On a stage, you're creating much more of a fantasy. On a film, you're actually creating a world that has to be utterly believable and credible.
All the vegetation is real, the olive trees, which are alive and watered daily, and special grow lights come down at night to keep the trees alive.
It was a bit of a sort of Shangri-La, magic castle on top of a hill. But the finishes and everything that Maria did were so real. In the end, I think it gave us both something real and something quite heightened.
The trick to make this work is it should be visually joyous, number one. It's a musical. The spirit of it is slightly frivolous and all those other things. But at the same time, the audience has to believe it.
My God! Oh, it's cool.
We so lucked out with these actors. The casting process is difficult enough. And now let's throw into it, hey, by the way, you're gonna have to sing ABBA songs, which are not easy to sing.
Unsatisfied, I skip my pride, I beg you dear.
When we met Amanda, we all fell in love. From the moment we first heard her sing The Name of the Game.
I wanna know, what's the name of the game?
Name of the Game is tricky. And what's even worse, and what people don't know, is I Have a Dream. Because there's one phrase in it, I believe in angels, and it falls on the break of nearly every woman's voice, every young woman's voice. It just sits in a really awkward place. Unless you've got one of those freaky voices that just floats over those difficult notes.
I believe in angels, something good in everything I see.
And thank the Lord we found Amanda, who just came in and did it.
Amanda is too young to get married. She looked too young to get married.
He thrills me, honey, honey.
She's someone who, notwithstanding the insanity of their plan, which is laid out for you, at the very beginning of the movie, you don't go, oh, for heaven's sake, how naive, how ridiculous. You know, what the hell do you think you're bringing on your mother? You know, do you have no feelings? But you go, oh my goodness, yes.
Honey, honey, nearly kill me,
And she has that completely winning, radiant warmth.
Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture and save it from the funny tricks of time slipping through my fingers.
We had, many years ago, received a fan letter from Meryl, and she said how she and her kids had absolutely gone mad when they saw the show on Broadway. And there was no mention of, you know, if you're ever doing a movie, please think of me. But when we went to meet her, and Judy and I were like two hysterical teenage fans, not knowing quite how to behave and which chair to sit in. And she sat down and said, you're actually asking me to play Donna? And we said, yes. So I'm there, that's it. You know, I'm in.
So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS.
You look around and you realise you've worked with quite a lot of fine actors, but Meryl is one of a kind.
Okay, here's the thing. I love being on my own.
I think there's no actor in the world that has that agility emotionally and intellectually at the same time.
I was always embarrassed about how much praise one could lavish on Meryl Streep, and it's not controversial anymore, and it's just accepted. I think she's got so much nuance, and we just stand there gaping, really. Just wanted to make a small contribution to the wedding.
You are a sweet, lovely lunatic. You haven't changed one bit.
It's just like a virtuoso taking a piece of music with such fantastic stylings. You just go, wow. And that's what she is. She's a wow every day.
Looking out for another, anyone will do.
We had no set ideas, actually, about who's American, who's English. But on the whole, America has more Tanyas than we do.
Where did you get these? Husband number 3!
Christine is a sort of consummate professional, brilliantly prepared.
When I heard I got this job, I immediately started doing jazz classes and stretching and working with Anthony. I worked with the guys as often as I could.
And actually try and go through them.
Right on.
Yep. Go through them, go through them, go. That's it. There you are, that's fantastic.
Christine worked so hard. I mean, she spent 3 months, and every day she'd practice. I mean, I've never seen someone work so hard on one routine for so long.
She'd done a lot of homework.
I certainly have thought about a backstory. God knows, if ever there was a woman with a backstory with 3 marriages and so many lovers and in and out of divorces and probably rehab. She has money, she doesn't have money, she bounces back. She's one of those women, it's like, you know, I'm still here kind of thing.
I bet you don't remember me.
Not with all that plastic surgery.
Julie Walters is a national treasure. I've admired her all my professional life.
Julie came in to meet Phillida, Judy Kramer, and myself because we wanted her to play Rosie. And she said, well, I'll sing for you. We were like, you don't have to. She said, no, I want to. So I just stayed around the piano and we started Take a Chance on Me. And you knew in 5 seconds. She went, if you change your mind, I went, fine, it's perfect, you can do it.
Take a chance on me.
Sorry.
Bill is an adventurer.
Ahoy there! You guys need a ride to Kalokairi?
He's the one who is the least fazed by this invitation by someone he hasn't seen for 20 years.
You're Bill Anderson, aren't you? You know, your books are a godsend on dull business trips.
It's all grist to his mill as a creative artist. Stellan is a very larky spirit, very relaxed, very prepared to take on a new idea.
I threw you up, and you don't let go of my hand there.
No, I'll pull you up.
So you can just whack me up.
Stellan knows no fear. That's what I love about Stellan. Stellan just sings. He'll just make a noise.
Whoa, 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 Waterloo. Finally facing my Waterloo.
It's It's the most fabulous thing when you hear it. And joyful as well. It's so joyful what's done.
Take it now or leave it. Now is all we get. Nothing promised, no regret.
The phone rang one night and they said, "You've been offered ABBA, Meryl Streep." My father had just passed away that week. And, his name was Bill Carmichael. And I went to see the show the next night. And I sat in the theater and I realized I didn't know who I was playing. And this guy came out and said, "My name's Carmichael, Sam Carmichael." And I thought, it can only be that character. And that's who I play, Sam Carmichael. Here's to us, one more toast, and then we'll pay the bill.
Piers worked so hard, and when you hear his voice, you hear Tom Waits in there, you hear David Bowie, you hear the Irish folk singer, and it's all there.
Where are those happy days? They seem so hard to find. I tried to reach for you, but you have closed your mind.
Colin's playing Harry. And so in some way, the archetypal Englishman.
Now, I may look like I'm pondering my securities, but in reality, I'm trekking across some remote corner of the planet. Well, you should try it for real sometime. No, sadly, I'll never be the spontaneous adventurer.
Everybody comes to this island and they have a sort of rebirth, and he finds his wild side. Colin is just a consummate screen actor, a great character actor, a fabulous comedian.
Don't worry about us. Bill here is used to roughing it and
And Harry, I'm spontaneous. Spontaneous.
He sometimes got a bit cross with me when I asked him to sing and dance at the same time, but we usually got through it.
When one is so bad at something that there is absolutely no hope whatsoever of being able to achieve anything at all, of any level, you can't really be frightened. I thought they didn't hire John Travolta, you know, they've got me and Pierce and Stellan. So I just thought, well, you're going to get what you're given.
I've been involved musically with a lot of films. I've never seen actors deliver the goods like these actors do.
This was going to happen. I said, okay, we're going to do this film. I want to be responsible for what this will sound like at the end of the day.
And 2, 3, 4.
So I called the old guys in the band that were playing with us when we recorded originally, ABBA. So when we recorded this, it was the first time for most of these songs that I sort of played them again. I don't play these songs. I don't sit at home and play Dancing Queen. I thought it would take like 3 weeks to record it all. It took like, I don't know, 5 days. Because they all remembered, and I remember all my stuff. And it's amazing how it sticks in your fingers.
Bjorn were very nervous the first day because they thought, oh, God, is this American actress going to wreck all the songs?
The key became, can these actors who are great and we love really sing these songs?
But it was just a nervous kind of tension in the beginning.
We'll do it from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
So first of all, Benny went to New York to meet Meryl, once we'd got Meryl on board.
He'd sat at the piano in the basement of Lincoln Center, I remember. We'd stolen a room.
And they went through all the songs and they worked out all the keys that she wanted to sing in.
We were both elated after that day because we both knew it was possible that this could work, you know.
School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning.
Now, you've got a little bit of leeway in the keys. You can shift them up a little bit, you can shift them down a little bit.
Is that head voice?
So I say thank you for the music. So I say thank you for the music.
But certainly with the women, you haven't got that much room to maneuver, largely because the range of these songs is massive. If you look at Dancing Queen, it goes from a low you're in the mood for a dance down there to massive. Whichever way you move it, you're in trouble. You move it up, it's too late. You move it low, it's too late. You can't do it.
With a bit of rock music, everything's fine. You're in the mood for a dance.
Everybody kept saying to me, oh, ABBA, you'll be fine. That's so easy. That's easy. That's just, you know, those are ABBA songs.
You are the dancing queen, young and sweet.
They're much more complicated than you think they are. There are harmonies that are complex and rhythms, and they're very exacting about what they want. You have to learn it properly.
You drops. I see you leave your table. I see you. I see you leave your table. That's it.
I see you leave your table.
Yeah. And then if you get the rhythm, look your body proud. See you leave your table. Perfect. That's it.
My agent called me and said, Stellan, can you sing? And I said, no. And then he said, they're going to do Mamma Mia as a film. Yes, I said, I can sing. Because on film, you know, you can even fly. You can be Superman on film.
Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, Waterloo,
I don't think any of our three gentlemen had sung on screen before.
I don't think I've been so nervous about a job. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me.
If some were more hesitant than others.
I also knew that I had 3 days booked for a 3-minute song.
We made our way along the river and we sat down in the grass by the Eiffel Tower.
They were very nice and encouraging, and they just let me sing on.
Gotta do my very best, and it ain't no lie. If you put me to the test, if you let me try.
I had images of being there until 10 o'clock at night, every night, with Benny and Bjorn shaking their head. No, no, no.
From the beginning. From the beginning.
Take it now or leave it. Now is all we get.
Before I knew it, I was in the booth and I was singing. I wasn't alone because I had Stellan and I had Colin right there, equally terrified.
Voulez-vous? Ain't no big decision. You know what to do. La question c'est voulez-vous?
That really happened? Did I actually do that? Was I actually in the studio watching Benny behind the glass?
It was like shooting a sitting duck. A little small talk, a smiling baby. I was stuck.
It's so surreal. We were in this old church, Air Studios, and it was built inside of an old church, and it was just unbelievable.
Lay all your love on me.
So you record the songs and that's one Tara, and then comes the day and you have to sing the songs in front of, 200 people.
When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? When you're gone, oh, I try, how can I carry on?
I just surrendered to the whole experience. Thank God for playback.
What are you doing at the end? Are you laughing?
No, I was thinking, thank God it's over.
The tradition in musicals is to do a pre-record and then mime. Now, because we have such fabulous actors in this film, and some of them were very keen to be given the opportunity of doing it live, we left the option open.
I work all night, I work all day to pay the bills I have to pay.
Meryl sang live all the time. Even, for example, you're on the edge of a cliff in The Winner Takes It All.
The judges will decide, the likes of me abide.
There's a howling gale, and it was unlikely we were going to be able to salvage much of that live recorded track. But she sang out on every take.
I don't want to talk, 'cause it makes me feel sad.
She wanted the audience to feel the energy of that.
The winner takes it all.
And there were times when we used the live recording. And I'm not going to tell you when those are, but a lot of it is a blend, you know, of both.
Yes, I've been broken hearted. Who's to stay hearted? Why did I ever let you go?
You might have seen a sequence where it all went quiet, but the actresses and the actors kept on singing.
Walks along the Seine, laughing in the rain.
It's because they had these tiny little earpieces in their ears called earwigs, and that's how we can manage to record their live vocal without playback track all over it.
For the moment, should we leave your vocals in your ears and sing along with it?
Yeah,
And then if
yeah.
you want us to take it out,
Right.
we could do that.
Okay, great.
Yeah?
Benny and Bjorn, both of them were very easygoing, given that they were giving over their music not to singers. They were giving their music over to primarily actors.
Now you're so cute. I like your style. And I know what you mean when you give me a flash of that smile. Oh, but boy, you're only a child.
It's quite unreal to hear all of those people taking the words that you wrote such a long time back in their mouths.
You were always sure of yourself. Now I see you've broken a feather.
And I think they were really excited because actors care about words. Lyrics mean a lot to actors. Lyrics are what the text is.
How I hate to see you like this.
So the audiences have to listen to ABBA songs in a different way because you dance to those songs, but you might not have listened to every lyric.
You hear little things here and there, which are new and wonderful.
The feeling that I'm losing her forever.
This is a new time, you know, and Benny has worked these tracks and recorded the vocals of all our actors.
Lessons learned, it's history when all is said and done.
You know, you're going to hear when you hear these songs, these may be the best versions ever.
No desire to run. There's no hurry anymore when all is...
It's completely unreal that it started with Benny and me banging away on piano and guitar like 35 years ago.
I have a dream.
So you remember the basement we were sitting in, and now I'm here because of that.
If you see the wonder of a fairy tale.
It's such a joy because they're so good. Those actors, they can sing.
Even if you
I cherish every moment.
across the street, I have a dream.
Dominic didn't know that he could sing. He was very hesitant and had to be lashed into action by Priscilla, our casting director, who was determined, you know, he was going to find the singer in himself.
I used to think that was sensible. It makes the truth even more incomprehensible.
We can do that too.
Lay All Your Love. What can I say about that song? Well, I like the song, actually. I've come to kind of love it. I don't know how I'll feel about it in 3 days' time after we've been filming it for 3 days.
And all I've learned has overturned. What can I do?
It's so out of tune. It just sounds
No, it's not.
unbearable.
No, we need to do that again.
Is it higher? Should I be
No, because we can use that from the existing stuff. I think I'm most proud of Dominic, of all of them who sang. Dominic worked so hard, and literally we went through Lay All Your Love line by line.
All I've learned has overturned. What can I do?
It's funny because what you're trying to do is you're trying to have a conversation.
And all I've learned has overturned. What can I do?
You're not going to be able to kneel, are you, here? You are? Even in that I take the coat?
A little small talk, a smiling baby, I was stuck.
And then start crawling up on this phrase.
I still don't know.
Come towards me.
No.
Keep going.
Grown up woman should never fall so easily.
And now kneel up. That's where you'd be.
It doesn't look weird when I crawl.
He can be on his knees.
On his knees.
Which will help us.
Yeah. I could do knees from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you on your knees. I think that'd be perfect. Yeah. I still don't know what you've done with me. A grown-up woman should never fall so easily.
That's very much the first time you see Sophie and Sky really in a smoochy, sexy romp. You really realise how absolutely attracted they are.
It looks romantic. Was it romantic? No. It was really cold. See, that's the thing. You don't think in Greece it's going to be cold and windy, but it is. And I was in a bathing suit. I mean, if it looks sexy, I don't know how that happened. But everybody says it looks nice, so just take their word.
It is sort of sun, sea, sound and sex. When the stags ambush, you need to make clear to me that it's a complete shock. They come absolutely out of nowhere. Where have they been and where have they sprung from? It is a sort of playful moment where the stags from the stag night suddenly appear from underwater, which, as you can imagine, didn't go down terribly well, saying, could you please stand by underwater without any snorkels? I'll tell you when to come up when we're ready. So we had to sort of send them under to hold their breath. So they've got to come out absolutely on cue. How do we communicate with you when you're underwater?
But is it coming off their lyric?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah, they've got to come out of the water and sing on cue. When the music cue came, somebody was out of the water, tickling somebody's toe, and a kind of message went down underwater, and then they popped up.
You know what's a shocker? The first line, don't go wasting your emotion. It's got to come off together on three. Just do the first line. 3, 4. Don't go. Guys, and that's what I mean by an apathetic start. You're singing. 3, 4. Don't go wasting your emotion. Yeah, good. Now do with the moves. 3, 4. Don't go wasting your
I had a very strong brief from Phillida about what she wanted. For the men, I knew they were going to be bare-chested a lot, so they all had to take their tops off for the auditions so that we could see they had sort of fine, strapping young bodies. I would say we got sort of 20 of the strongest, young dancers in this kind of style from England. It was a huge search. I saw 300, 400 boys to get these ones. Well, originally, we were going to do it on the beach. We decided it would have been quite difficult on the beach. And so we got them on the jetty, and I'm so thrilled we're on the jetty because when you're filming it, it makes it so graphic.
Not your usual movie-making experience.
What have I said yes to? Oh my God, what have I said yes to?
I was cheated by you, and I think you know when.
I don't know what was going on. I told myself, Stella, stop being pretentious and just go for it.
You take something, you throw it up in the air and see if it's fun, and it is. It's a, tremendous challenge and an experiment, which I wanted to be part of.
There's a fire within my
It was pretty clear to me that I was gonna work my behind off to get this role.
Whoa, mamma mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya?
had seen the musical about 7 years ago. I thought, what am I going to do for my daughter's birthday? I took a bunch of 10-year-olds to see Mamma Mia, which had just opened. It was indescribable how it had affected all these kids. But we walked out of the musical and we were just sort of dancing down the street. I remember we stopped and bought the soundtrack and all the kids went home and they started dancing to it and it was like a tonic. It was like something that made us come alive again.
Why the combination is such a winning combination on the stage is that you've got these classic, brilliant pop songs that are very, very... each one has an incredible hook.
You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. It's about youth.
It's just the most amazing song, and it's the most amazing dance.
If you change your mind, take a chance, take a first date.
To write a musical backwards, you know. Start, you have all these songs, you have the lyrics, and it's all there, you cannot change that. Weave a story around it. And I thought that was a, tremendous challenge and an experiment, which I wanted to be part of.
This has been a feat, I think, of narrative manipulation in terms of getting these songs that were not written to be a part of the story and somehow weaving them into a story and actually having it work.
Mamma mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist you?
You hear one of their songs, you will have it stuck in your head for a very long period of time. That's the foundation of that, with a really heartfelt, beautiful story that we can all relate to in many ways, I think makes for a fantastic stage show.
It really has an effectiveness, an emotional simplicity and an impact of storytelling wrapped around all these songs, these 22 songs. And that's what knocked my socks off. And that's where I went, aha, now I get it. The world of Mamma Mia, and this is why it's the #1 and has been the #1 musical for the last 9 years.
So many people have tried to do a Mamma Mia after we did it, but I don't think quite they understand the secret being that the story, which is what I said to Catherine, the story is always more important than the songs. The songs are secondary. This has to be a really strong story.
I think the film is even a bit sharper than the show is because we're in the right location. The sound is great. We've been able to work with the sound for a long time. So it's all there.
Is there a man out there?
The agent called up one evening and said, you've been offered Mamma Mia, Meryl Streep, Greece, summer. I said, great, I'm in.
Before we even approached like Meryl, we knew that she could sing. Equally, we knew that Pierce Brosnan could sing, because he sang in a movie too, and the others. When we approached them and they said yes, I mean, that was tremendous.
I went to see the show and the curtain went up and I thought, what have I said yes to? Oh my God, what have I said yes to? I also realized I didn't know who I was playing. I forgot to ask. I got over my anxiety of whatever, The show was a delight. The show came to an end and I was won over into the world of Mamma Mia, and that was it.
We can go dancing.
We can go walking.
This bit together.
Well, I thought they were insane, of course. My agent called me and asked me if I could sing, and I said, no, I can't. And then he said, because they're interested in you for a part in the movie version of Mamma Mia with Meryl Streep. And I said, of course I can sing. I said, in the movies, you can do anything. You can even fly. So, and I wanted to be a part of it, so I was very happy. But of course I was scared, because it's a kind of film I've never done before.
Heard Meryl Streep signed on board, and I was like, this is it, this is me. Like, I can sing, I can kind of dance, and I would love to act alongside Meryl, so this needs to be my next project. Like, this is me. It was pretty clear to me that I was gonna, like, work my behind off to get this role?
I just had to go and see the show, and when you start looking at who's involved and the buzz that was around the film in London at the time, I was just quite flattered to even be invited.
Played Donna, who is a single mom who was in her heyday sort of had a B, I would say, or C-level lounge act with two other women.
Lights are gonna find me.
And her daughter is getting married, and her daughter's very young, and she has feelings that she's maybe too young to get married, but she supports her, and the daughter introduces a skew element into the wedding plans.
I play Sam Carmichael. And Sam Carmichael is an architect, and Sam is one of the three dads who had a magical time on a Greek island 21 years back in time. And so one day I get an invitation to go to Greece, and I hop on a plane, lickety-split, to see this woman whom I loved so much, and she's not that keen to see me.
I play a character called Sky. He's in love with Meryl Streep's daughter. Doesn't necessarily go according to plan, but yeah, he's the guy, the amenable guy who I hope is likeable, and I hope you kind of believe in their love for one another.
Sophie really wants to know who she is, and I think that's bold of her to go and try to find that so early in life. And so she's a really good, likable person. I mean, her love of life is just kind of intoxicating, and she's very much like her mother. And they're so good together, the two characters, and coincidentally, Sophie and Donna can both sing.
I think it's different from most musicals you see because it has a raw power and a charm, and it has flaws. Or the performances has flaws. We're not very good dancers, at least not the three dads. The girls are better.
You don't go out and just dance a big dance without rehearsing. You have to learn it properly.
I got a great musical director in Martin Lowe, who had done the stage version, originated all the songs. He was the musical director. And he was just a power of strength.
It was unlike any other job because it was exhausting. It was so exciting every day, every different musical number, every scene. Every scene is so intense between the characters, and it's a dream for any young actress, for any actress.
Everybody got together and ate together. It was just not your usual movie-making experience.
It's one of the happiest sets I've ever been on. This thing is what Phillida calls the Mamma Mia spirit, a sensuality and a sense of fun.
It's very Greek. There's a feeling when you see the show, you want to be there.
Amanda is also someone who has just started now a glorious career.
Surprises, of course, Amanda, because she has this, she produces, that little body produces so much strong and beautiful true life.
She's so delicate, and at the same time, she's got this powerhouse rock chick's voice, pop voice. She could have a career, I think, after this.
Meryl Streep. Winner takes it all.
She is blessed. There are actors that are just from another space and dimension, and they just have the gift.
Meryl is one of the best actresses ever. All categories.
She maintains her career. I mean, she just keeps blowing people away.
Something that looks frivolous. I think you need the likes of Meryl Streep and Phillida Lloyd, really, to pull it off.
You got it, baby. It's a promise.
I might regret it, but okay.
I like the Three Stooges, really. I mean, they're each different in a very special way, very great way. And the scenes with them together are hilarious, and they bring these characters to life more than you could have ever imagined.
They were exactly as you see them off camera and as on. You know, they're so funny, and they did take the piss out of each other constantly. That was sort of their reason for living, for coming to work.
I really enjoyed it. It was very liberating.
Meryl and Piers and Amanda, everyone. They've had a good time, and so did we.
Can't do something like this in a bubble. You've got to enjoy the collaboration, because it's nothing if not about that.
Sort of the fun of Mamma Mia is all that play. You know, it's just play. And I don't get asked to do stuff like that, ever. So it's like a bonus of the piece. It's just to be a kid, in a way. Have just fun.
There's such a lot of energy in this movie, as there was in the group during our heyday. We had such big ambitions, and we had such great energy, and I feel that is reflected in the movie.
I had the best summer of my life.
Oh my God, sorry. I work all night, I work all day to pay the bill. That was a crazy day. I work all night, I work all day to pay the
We did it.
I know.
We're here.
We almost, well, we
No.
haven't really done it.
We haven't done it
No.
in a while. But we could. There's time. Where's your bedroom, by the way? You come this side, yeah. Donna, I need to talk to you about who's giving Sophie away.
That would be me.
Go to the right. Go to the right.
Now I really know my mind. I should not have let you go. Digging the dancing queen. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you.
Mes enfants, je suis arrivée.
She is one of the greatest pop singers in history.
She came out and this spotlight was on her and she absolutely came to light.
She's made something very spine-tingling.
In just a few minutes, Cher is going to be up on that balcony singing Fernando. Can you believe that?
There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando.
Every time you offer someone a part, you have to have the next person in mind. But in this case, there was only one. There was just Cher.
I come in a helicopter and then I land and I come walking up with a cane and I'm different. Let's get the party started. My old friend Cher, playing my mother, of course. When I used to hear ABBA, it's so fabulous. I mean, the lyrics just totally grabbed me. It's things I've felt a million times. So it was easy to sing. And it was so much fun to see her. She was divine.
The anticipation made the air crackle.
It's absolutely fabulous.
The sheer talent of the lady, acting and singing and being Cher.
To hear her sing Fernando, she was perfect for that song.
So all of a sudden you have Cher and ABBA together. It's exciting, I think.
It was just amazing.
You're too kind.
It is the most famous piano roll in history.
Dancing Queen is what Mamma Mia is about.
I dare to say this is a much bigger production than the original.
We have helicopters, we have boats, we have dancing on boats, we have dancing down hillsides, we have stunt guys. Watching this unfold is fantastic.
Dancing Queen is the arrival of the flotilla of boats, and then we all go down the hill, and it's reminiscent of the first movie.
Everyone is in Dancing Queen singing.
It's the reunion of all the actors from the first film.
Once you hear the music, Dancing Queen, you just gotta let it rip.
Once you hear it, you still can't help but just be ecstatic.
It's like the Alleluia chorus, and you're just surrounded by orchestration.
All has set it so beautifully. It fits Dancing Queen quite well, because Dancing Queen has become like a hymn.
In Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, the first of the three dads she meets is Harry Bright in Paris in 1979. He very quickly falls in love with her and then realises he hasn't got much time because she's leaving.
Donna and Harry get to know one another.
They're in this Napoleon-themed cafe, so he decides to seduce her by singing Waterloo.
It's got to be an all-singing, all-dancing, dreamlike sequence. It's the only way you can do it.
To have that classic ABBA song, that hit that we all know and love, and to see it in this wonderful mad setting, sung by a young Harry, is just quite glorious, really. We start Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Everybody scream.
With the song When I Kissed the Teacher.
When I Kiss the
We are in the graduation hall at Oxford in 1979. And you meet these three young women who are the dynamos.
When I Kiss the Teacher gives us a really great springboard into this theme of girl power.
And there's a real spirit of rebellion. This is the first number you see in the film, and it's such a big moment for us to sort of establish these girls and make sure that you are on the same vibe that we're on for the rest of the film.
We feel now this is the prequel, this is the story of the dynamos, of how they began and where they came from.
Peace out, Kiss the Teacher.
Making the original Mamma Mia was really great fun.
It's been amazing to come back after 10 years from a sequel.
It's really, really fun to see everybody.
This is both a sequel and a prequel.
Your mother was the bravest person we ever met.
Let me tell you how she did it. All on her own.
In this film, you see our younger selves, but of course they're all played by younger actors.
To be part of this gang of girls, they are absolutely hilarious. They are so incredible. There's this feeling of friendship and girl power and sisterhood.
I think you're really going to see that bond, and it's going to translate onto screens.
Come on, girls!
You have these young performers who are really coming into their own as actors, and that's a joy to see.
I've never felt closer to my mom.
To see everybody again, it's just heaven. Christine and I get up to all sorts of stuff, and it's mad.
We get to be funny together. It doesn't get any better than this.
I love that I get to work closely with Pierce.
It was an easy relationship to pick up.
We started right where we left off. It was amazing.
We can't tell anybody else about the baby, okay?
I just told Bill.
Stellan and I are back together doing our dad dancing.
Yeah, and I told Harry. And I told many, many people.
Mamma Mia, it's almost like a fairy tale world.
The colors and the light and the sea and the sun.
We all have a good old dance off, and it's really good fun.
I didn't think it could get better, but it is.